Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome yourselves back to another video. So today, we are going to be reviewing Marc Paper's new album, Chea Chea. 14 songs. We have not heard him before, but this is an example of doing an artist that asked us to review his music. Now, normally we do mainstream artists only, but you know, it is kind of interesting to you know, because people are always self-promoting. People are always saying, "Oh, can you review this? Can you review that?" You always overlook it. You don't want to, you know, it's like whatever. But
Dude,
it is interesting to look at some of those people.
and some of the yeah.
All right, so that was the first 3 songs off of Chea Chea. First one, Miso Soup. No problems with this one. I thought this one was pretty fire. I thought his voice sounded pretty good in this one. The beat was kind of cool, how it had like the guitar and the strings or whatever that was in the background, and the beat hits and all that. Thought that was dope. Really short song before a short song, pretty good. Bitcoin, I'm not sure exactly how I feel about the pitch down at Bitcoin that also has a bunch of delay on it. I don't know. I felt like the transition between him singing and the pitch down version of his voice was a little iffy at times, but then at times I was actually kind of like, okay, a bit, but like it's just kind of not really sure how to feel about it. Sometimes I liked it, sometimes I didn't. Dope beat. All these are pretty dope beats in my opinion. And dope flow for the most part. So I thought that was pretty good. I'd probably give this one probably like a 6 out of 10. There were some weird bars.
Yep.
But yeah, that's whatever.
Yeah.
Then you got a Bill Bellamy.
Yeah.
I thought the verses were pretty good, but I'm not gonna lie, I was not a big fan of the chorus.
I don't think your mom would approve of that.
I'm not really, well, I'm not I didn't really like the chorus. The play, yeah, it didn't really fit on the beat too much to me. He might have been off key. Luke, let me know about the vocal type stuff once we get to you. Maybe could have used auto-tune. I don't know exactly. It just I was not a big fan of the chorus. And then the lyrics as well. He had a cool bar. He had 2 cool bars. I forget which song it was on, but it was can't see me like a black hole, I'm out of space. Just how he said out of space was dope. And then the song's lyrics were a little graphic, but yeah.
Especially for you, Sean. Yeah.
Yes,
right, I think
Luke.
it's my turn now, right?
Yes, it's your turn. Luke, what do you think about the song?
Okay.
Or all these 3?
Hold on.
All right.
Hold on. Okay. So what I would say about the very beginning, it was pretty cool. I liked how he opened it up. Overall, I felt like it was a great build up to Bitcoin. Bitcoin was pretty cool. Obviously pretty graphic, and right now I don't really pay attention to lyrics too much nowadays. I right now, especially with upcoming rappers, it doesn't really seem to be as important anymore. To some rappers, it just really doesn't seem like lyrics are too important. I'm not saying I'm not a huge fan of the lyrics because I feel like it's a little bit too graphic. At this point, sex, drugs, rock and roll music, that's really what it's been for a while. We all know that. And I'm not dissing him or anything, but this is something that is you definitely need to work on. But overall, I thought Bitcoin, it was hard. It was pretty cool. Great beat, everything was great. It was all fire except the lyrics. The lyrics. Can't talk today. The vocals, the singing part, dude, it needed to be. It could have been way better, but it was off key. It was off key a big part of the time, and I was very surprised that you saw that actually, dude. Because like when I was looking at your first stuff, dude, oh my gosh, wow. But I mean, it was pretty cool, dude. Overall, it could have been a better song. It could have been a way better song, to be honest. If they would have fixed the pitch, and I feel like if they would have talked to more experienced vocalists, this would have been a different story, and he would have put his vocal at a proper place. Overall, his voice, it really didn't seem to match the song, but overall I feel like they needed to raise his vocals in certain areas, pick a different note to hit, and overall then you'd be okay. Well, I think that what I really see a lot from New York rappers, which Marc Papers is, they say I'm a thought keep me lit a lot of the time, and I've noticed it specifically with them, especially from Pop Smoke. It really did seem like I've heard him use it the most. I've heard a lot of New York rappers use that. So you could tell, and there will be New Yorkers who hear that being like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, New Yorker. But yeah, overall I felt like it was a pretty decent song. But it really threw me off. The vocals really threw me off. It really threw me off. I give this one a 5 out of 10. If the vocals were on key, I give it an 8 out of 10. I would not say the lyrics were too impressive on this end either.
Yeah,
real quick, you can't base it all on lyrics nowadays.
Real quick before Joseph goes, 2 things. One, whoa, one, for upcoming rappers, it's more about getting your name out there, getting the hit song.
Yes.
And once they get the fan base, then they go into deeper topics. Because people actually care about them writing about their depression or something like that. As harsh as it sounds, I don't think most people just find a random. Yeah, but point is, some people could, but point is, people you need an audience almost a decent amount of time to connect with if you're going to talk about things beyond a surface level, deeper things and all of that. Not always, but that's just kind of probably why I'm all that. And also, I'm going to try not to look too much about production on this, because if someone was to say like, bro, The Weeknd has so much better production than Sean Phenomena, well, like, yeah, no duh.
But we can't really. Why are we comparing it overall, dude? Because they have a legitimate producer. He has a legitimate
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Honestly, and that's what I'm saying also. And I mean, it all depends on producing style. Like, we look at Pop Smoke. You're not gonna have the same production style as The Weeknd. We're not gonna have. It's a different kind of production.
Yeah, I know.
Different kinds of producers. And in this case,
yeah, I'm just saying I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna like be like, oh, but like a mainstream artist production are way better, because exactly that. But talking too much, Joseph, thoughts?
Finally. Alrighty, so first one, Miso Soup, not bad. Good intro, good way to start it off. Start us with like a little preview of kind of what we're expecting to see. I liked it. That's a good way to start it. That's a good way to start any album. Just give them an intro, give them some short, sweet, and then go from there, and then really bring like a good song to bring it in. And the next song wasn't too bad. Bitcoin wasn't too bad. That distortion, it works some areas, it didn't work some areas. Not saying just throw it out completely. Like, you could definitely use it and build upon that. Maybe layer something on top of it, and then bam, that could really work for you. Like Lucas said, I'm not focusing on lyrics right now. Lyrics are kind of like, irrelevant nowadays when it comes to people. It's kind of just like, he said the 3 main topics, which is fine. When you're just starting out, you don't like really get too creative until you do get that fan base. Unless you just, just one of those creative people that just likes lyric and in-depth stuff like that.
NF.
Yeah, exactly. Like, who's done it since like he was like 12. So so really good. As far as the third one went, definitely interesting. I'm gonna leave it right there. There's the beat was sick though. I'll give it that. I'll give it to that. The beat was sick. I did like it. Other areas, if he could have worked, could not have worked. He has the main concept. He's got the right idea for it. He needs to build upon it, and then bam, you've got a great song. Overall, Miso Soup, which was really good. I liked it because it's a good like preview. So I would give that a 9 out of 10.
Yeah,
a 9 out of 10. Bitcoin, I'd give 8 out of 10, and then Bentley, I'd give 6 out of 10. So it's going pretty good so far. I'm waiting to see what else he's got.
Well, and what the features sound like. Yeah. Like, are they melodic rappers? Are they New York rappers? Are they like from Cali? Whatever.
This obviously was a vocalist here. Yeah.
I
am pretty excited to see these.
And real quick, never mind. I'll ask you that off recording. All right. Next song, Wanna.
Wow. I am impressed on one of I'll get into it right now. So, Wanna, really catchy chorus. Cook. Sure. I kind of liked it. I kind of was vibing with it. I was like, okay, I mess with it. I mess with it hard. Verses were good too. That the beat was really nice too. Really good. I liked it. I liked it. It just went with it. It was good. It was hard, but also gave it that kind of that like wavy kind of vibe, which I kind of liked. I really messed with it. We're not gonna get into lyrics because that's besides the point. But like I like catchiness and like just kind of hook wise was really nice, and I kind of liked it. So that one really worked. Dark Night, Dark Liquor Night, could have been a good song. I think the background distortion underneath his voice, dude, you go away with that, you got a great song right there. You have a perfect song right there. This is just a thing I think kind of just likes a lot in these in his songs. It's just that dark kind of gritty distortion vibe, which is some people like and some people prefer less of. But if you just maybe like turn that down or maybe removed it, you would have a really good song there. And I like that one too. The beat for that one went hard. The beat for that one went really hard. Envy Me featuring 16J. I don't know. I might have said that wrong. Probably my favorite song so far on this mixtape. The feature, that guy's flow on it with the hook and just the way he came in and came out, really good. Really was thoroughly impressed with that. And then his verse that he came into like perfect, but these hooks are really catching me, and that's what a song should kind of be. Is the hook should be like the kind of the entree, you could say, of like a song. And it was really good. I enjoyed it, and Envy Me was really well mixed as well. I like the feature guy, whoever that was. That was a really good, the way he went in. His voice was just really nice, and it complemented Marc's voice too. So it was really good. These three have got me impressed, and have gotten got me like pretty hyped for like the next like couple songs we're doing. So it was pretty good.
All right, Luke.
What I would say first, Wanna was definitely a great song, and it's so hard, man. I'm trying not to base it off lyrics. I love Wanna, dude. I love this song, but lyrics are terrible, bro. I'm sorry. I feel like this could have been the beat, the whole dude, not the bars. Overall rapping was great, but dude, it fit with the song and everything. Went hard and everything. That's the one thing. I've been vibing out to all these songs, but the lyrics are the main thing that throw me off. I'm not trying to. After a while, dude, you say the N-word a lot. You talk about sex a lot. Okay, that's okay. Talk about anything else. Anything else. You already said that in the last three songs. Anything else, bro? And then after that, this would be a 10 out of 10. But overall, it lost me. But overall, when you look at everything else, I love the beat. The beat was on fire. The beat was all the way great. And rapping was incredible also, dude. I really like the rapping. So far, this guy has really impressed me in that area. And now Dark Liquor Night. Dude, Dark Liquor Night was like a minute and a half of the entire song. And I'm like, why?
The chorus.
One thing I don't have to say. Dude, I mean, it's basically the whole song. There's one verse, really.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying.
The main verse. But like, why have that? Why even have that as a song? I mean, it would be pretty cool if you just had Dark Liquor Night and had it playing like two times like Dark Liquor Night, and just keep it going. Just two times. Play it two times. And after that, go to the next song. Honestly, dude, I felt like this was this song right here, Dark Liquor Night, it just seemed to be a little bit rushed a little bit. It didn't really, you didn't really have, there was not much to the song, so it just seemed like you didn't need to put all of that in there. Like, just keep it simple, because you didn't really have a whole lot of lyrics to begin with on there, a whole lot of rapping on there to begin with. You were just saying Dark Liquor Night most of the time. But yeah, but then after that I go to Envy Me. I loved Envy Me, man. I really did. I said Envy Me, okay, bro. Honestly, bro. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not gonna. It's the lag on here. Honestly, I'm blaming the lag at this point. But yeah, dude, Envy Me was a great song, dude. It kind of puts me down a little bit because I'm vibing after the song, but then after that, it kills the vibe a little bit. I'm not saying it's a terrible song all of a sudden, but I'm just saying I mean, you could do a lot better on these lyrics, and I feel like so far the album could be every song in this album could be a 10 out of 10 if you would have improved the lyrics a little bit more. That's all I'm saying. But overall, I feel like he has improved, and overall song choice aside from Dark Liquor Night, but overall these Envy Me and what's the song called? Wanna. Those are the 2 best songs so far on the album. So I'd say I hope it keeps going like this. I hope it keeps going on the rise for these songs.
Yeah, you know, Wanna, bro, I never heard a song like that before. The opening was so dope, which ended up being the chorus. Bro, that chorus was fire. How it was mixed was unconventional because it had, you know, a little bit of a telephone effect on it and a little bit of pitch control behind it, or harmonizer, whatever that was. Really like that.
Some not harmonizer. Not harmonizer. Well, part of it actually, yeah. Keep going.
Weird. So the synth part happened 3 times. First part, it's because I write everything down as I go, so my notes kind of progressively, like, if like, not feeling it. Okay, that was insane. So I said weird synth part. But then by the end, I said 6 synth part. It just threw me off at first because I said I never heard anything like that where it goes in that form. Usually, if a synth comes in, it gets a lot more R&B like, but it kept that rap structure.
Sean, you really need to listen to some 90s and early 2000s rap, brother. Even late 80s. Okay. Because I feel like a lot of that's in there as well, dude. Honestly, if you like this, you would like that genre.
Yeah, for sure. At first, I wasn't really like a big fan of the chorus as well, but bro, by the end, it all really liked it. And you know, lyrics as well, but I'm kind of in the same way. I'm looking over production for the most part. Like, I'm not gonna say like, oh, his vocal needed more compression here, unless it's like I really feel like that. The thing with the lyrics is like so many mainstream artists talk about these exact things, and usually I overlook it for them because I love their voices, I love their music and all of that. So so that it was something I wrote down, but I can kind of let it go because many of the artists that, you know, I have, you know, became to like these days talk about a lot of the similar things and all that. A lot don't, but a lot do. So there's that. Dark Liquor Road.
Okay. Well, no, keep going. Say it at the end. I'll say it at the end.
Dark Liquor Road. Pitch down chorus. The pitch down way too high. That is a cool effect.
Dark Liquor Night, bro.
Okay, Dark Liquor Night. Yeah, that is cool. It is cool. It's an effect that I use in a lot of songs, but it's too high. You know, you can still get that grittiness without having that so high, because obviously a pitch down vocal is very high and very raspy, but it can get to a point to where it just overshines it too much. You know, he probably should have put it a little lower, maybe put a telephone effect on it. That would add some grime and grittiness to your voice. And the chorus was too repetitive as well. Like, the chorus could have been catchy if he did it for 4 bars, then switched it up, then came back with it, or he only had the pitch down version on the second half of the chorus. Then it would have had a nice effect. Oh, the pitch down version came in, not just the normal version. It's something like that. But the beat is fire, and I like to point out, I think he might make his own beats, because the tags have been saying something like, get them papers, and his name is Marc Papers.
Marc.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, and then finally, Envy Me. Fire. Bro, the guy sounded kind of like JID, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Just a little more melodical. Dope flow. I love his voice. Marc did sick as well. There was one bar, kiss my butt like cheeks. I mean, okay, to each their own.
That was interesting, man. Honestly,
I did think Marc's.
You would like that, right, Sean?
No. But
that's how DJ that.
But the mainstream, I said I think 6 has a mainstream voice. Like, I really do, and Marc is doing great as well. But this song specifically, that chorus is a chorus I feel like I hear a mainstream song. So I really like that unique voice, man. I thought that too. Does not sound like a basic voice to me. I mean, it sounded like GID, but that's a good thing. It's a very good thing. So
just, like, destroyed your point.
Yeah, I did. Okay. But yeah, Wanna and Envy Me, they are like, bro, they were like, shoot, like 8 out of 10 pluses. And then Dark Liquor, it's not as much for the reasons I stated.
Dark Liquor Night, bro.
Dark Liquor Night. And yeah, all right.
There you go.
Next song, Grind Hard.
I was not a huge fan of these. I was not really a huge fan of the last 3 songs. It just seems to be. You see, now I'm not going to. This is pretty normal for most albums. Normally, at the very ends, they pull some of the songs that they feel are not their best, and they put it at the very end. Honestly, I didn't think it was terrible, but I didn't think it was. I thought it was like mediocre. It was right there. Grind Hard. He's really taking advantage of the lower tone that he's adding at the very bottom of each line, like each chorus. He normally has that on here. Actually, in a few songs, but he's really taking advantage of that. I kind of like that, but I don't know. After a while, it just seems to be a little bit worn out. But Fly Is Closed, I thought was all right. Tatted on My Skin, I thought was it was probably the best song of the 3. Fly Is Closed, Grind Hard, and Tatted on My Skin. I say Tatted on My Skin is the best out of those 3. But overall, I felt like these were the weaker songs. I did not see the lyrics were, I'm not even gonna. I already explained the lyrics, but I mean, as a Christian, I'm not gonna take. I know neither are you, Sean. GD, I'm not really huge on that. I'm not really huge on God's Name in Vain. Normally, I don't really think about that a lot in songs, but at this point, I'm trying to focus on every single detail. I'm trying to help this guy as much as possible. He asked us to review the song, and I really want to help him as much as possible, get to know, and get to fix the songs and stuff like that. I get to know what to improve on. And one thing, I'm not gonna say don't use GD or anything, because you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. I'm just saying there will be some people that will think of that automatically because of their religious beliefs, no matter who. Yeah, but just saying that out in the open. But overall, the instrumentals are pretty cool. And I'd say these are the best parts of these songs so far. And the rapping was the best at the beginning, but I feel like it's been going kind of down low. It went from down to up, and now it's going from up to down. Hopefully, it could take a turn back to up. You go back up again, which I think it will. It's normally the end and the best as well.
Yeah. Yeah, Fly Is Closed. I actually like the vibe, the beat, and it just gave me New York vibes. I mean, it's pretty obvious because he's a New York rapper, but that really is just what it gave me heavily in this song. And I love the vocal chops at the end, or whatever you want to call it, with the whatever that was, pitched up and
okay, you didn't need to imitate it, Sean.
All right, I'm sorry. I was just trying to explain what I meant by that for the listeners.
Oh.
But yeah, I thought that was pretty dope. That's all I have to say about that song. That's a good song. Feature was great. Marc did great. I like that song. Grind Hard again. D voice was too loud on the chorus, but on the verse he had a little bit of it, and
I think that was the intention. It might have been the intention.
Well, yeah. And then on the verse it was better because they had it down a little bit. Autotune was a little iffy. Yeah. Yeah,
it was there and then it wasn't there.
Yeah, the beat goes on for a minute. The beat goes on, I think, for a little too long. He stops rapping, then the beat goes on for like another minute. I was just like, aight. Then we got Tatted on My Skin. I loved the opening. And I thought his flows were pretty good. But I did think the chorus was too loud volume-wise. Again, it was a pretty good chorus, but it was a little loud volume-wise. But yeah, so agree with Lucas. Besides Fly Is Closed, I did like that one. Yeah, still pretty good. What do you think, Joseph?
Yeah, Fly Is Closed. I really like that one out of the bunch of these. Because like you were saying, something the vocal, how that was doing kind of at the end. It just kind of worked with it.
You talking about the high pitch?
Yeah, like the high pitch and like whatever that was. Like that's usually not my go-to, like especially if I was gonna do music or anything like that. But that worked really well. I was thoroughly impressed how that kind of blended kind of well. As for the other ones, they were not too bad. Not too bad. Not super bad or not amazing. I really liked Grind Hard. I liked how there was a little bit, especially on the verses, a little bit better use of the kind of like the distortion on his voice was a little bit better use on that, but still on the chorus a little too heavy. But no, definitely getting a nice blend on that, which was very nice. And then Tan on My Skin in the beginning reminded me of like Annalie Choppa, you know, something kind of like that. So I kind of messed with that. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, these were a good batch of songs. Not too bad. I still like the Envy Me, still my number one song on this. So keep going. Let's keep going. Let's hit it.
Yeah, and also
I'm turning you down, brother.
Also, the deal is with the whole thing about us not liking the pitch down vocal and all that. I just thought to myself, there's been so many rappers who did experimental things that people clowned on that now these days people emulate they emulate in their songs.
Look at 6ix9ine, for example, bro.
Bro, I was gonna say him.
All he has to do is yell. And everything's perfect.
Bro, people hate on that so much.
I could yell and I could have a hit, dude.
People hate on that so much, and I don't love his music either.
Because it takes no talent.
I think the yelling is annoying. Yes, well,
No
people's
talent.
reasoning. Okay, I know people's reasoning for hating on it is valid, but the numbers are there. Okay, I'm sure people said, Pop Smoke, why is he doing this drill kind of thing? He's not from the UK. He's from New York. Now so many people are copying
Pop Smoke,
that.
Dude, Pop can rap, dude.
I know, I wasn't saying he couldn't.
Dude, Pop can rap, though. That is the difference between him and 6ix9ine.
I wasn't comparing him and 6ix9ine. I was just saying,
I mean,
they both...
Well, all I'm saying in the compare... Oh, okay.
They both did styles that at one time people didn't like. But now people either copy or the numbers are there to show it. So although all of the pitch down vocals, they might throw me off, and some people the pitched up vocal would throw them off, or going to the synth and all of that. I respect you, Mark, for doing something different as far as your beat choices go and some of the stylistic options that you're doing. I respect that, and honestly, who am I to say that it ain't gonna work? Cause nothing's worked for me. So keep it up, bro. All right, Skyscraper.
It's all about you, Sean. All about you, bro. Honestly.
All right, so those were the last last couple songs. I'll go ahead and start off. So first off with Skyscrapers. Love the beat, so vibey. Reminds me of a beat off of the new Logic album, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I actually really like that one. June, so far. Sorry if I pronounced his name wrong. Just gives me great vibes and all that. Good song. Not much to say about it, but what I do have to say about it, positive. Oh, and the horns were so dope. Firestarter. The auto-tune sounded great. The flow was dope. The beat was fire. It's kind of funny when he said, "What the fleek?" It made me think of you, Joseph. Again.
You too, man. You always modify curse words, bro.
Yeah. Again, another fire song.
That was your moment, man. For
sure. And then Round Us. I love the grittiness in his voice. I loved it so much. I like the message. You know, if you are gonna be fake in our crew, peace out. I like that. I need to follow that motto a little more often. And then he had a dope bar. I took a toast like I stole breakfast. Great bar. I love that bar. Love that song. One of my favorites. And I think, you know, that grittiness in his voice could have been used in maybe some of the other songs. And by grittiness, I don't mean yelling. I mean like the intenseness without yelling. Like, as you can see, I'm saying it more intense, like that kind of you know what I mean, like that kind of stuff. That sounded dumb, but you get the point. Could have done that maybe a little more than the pitched stuff. Good song, great song though. Rosa, love the beat. I love how he's kind of, you know, reflecting, talking and all that, good message and all that. These beats really fit him, you know, the vibey 80s, or not 80s, but like, you know, the kind of old boom bap, you know, hip hop kind of thing.
This goes in the 90s, brother.
Yeah, I like that. I love what he's talking about and all of that. Chorus seemed a little overproduced. Could have maybe had a layer of compression taken away. Would have been really fire if that. He also talked about losing his job in this, which is as well was good. It was great. And then yeah, just volume on the chorus should have been a little lower as well. And I wrote down, man's really making vibes Facts, bro. Last song, Snakes in the Grass. Bonus track. Kind of reminds me a lot of Dark Liquor Night. As far as the repetitiveness with the chorus goes. Vocal has too much high frequency on the chorus. It's hurting. It hurt my ears a little bit. I assume he did a telephone effect, and usually those can, those can peak a little bit. So you got to drown out the high frequencies and sounds and all of that. Again, fire chorus, but mixed, maybe a little different. And then he has on, I think it was a second verse, he says like grass as can be, blah 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 blah. Point is, it has a pitched down vocal, and that sounded great. I always used to pitch down vocals or pitch them up to add contrast and to add interestingness to my songs and all of that. But you don't want to go into that too much to where, okay, this flow is boring, so let me add this to it to try and add to it. It can be a good thing, but if it's always the pitch down, it'll make everything sound the same. Although the aesthetics of these songs, a lot of them are pretty different from the others, it makes it sound the same. So use different things, like maybe add a little reverb here, maybe a little flow switch, maybe a little different inflections in your voice, go higher, go lower, make it more intense. Add what's called a harmonizer effect, just double the vocal, echo, all these different things. And then
I mean, harmonizer doesn't do all. It's mainly for harmony, though, brother. In reality, it's I see where you're going there, though. But harmonizer is mainly for harmony.
Well, the one I use at least every day. The one I use at least every day has different pitch control options.
Your harmonizer has additional qualities, and yeah.
I'm just saying it has different pitch options and.
But I mean, and what I'm saying most of the time, harmonizer would be used for just harmonies in general and the texture of the harmonies. It's really
I was saying he should maybe do some.
Of course you have, of course you have programs like that work in that area, but what mainly those are used for is are harmonies. That's really where. And a lot of people focus on those details individually most of the time, which I kind of saw in this as well. I noticed the difference between you using reverb on certain things, you using certain vocal effects without using harmonizer, and you use the same vocal effects but with harmonizer, a part of that program. I see the little bit of the difference, but you could get a different style on both if you want to. So it could be pretty creative with that.
Yeah, and what I'm talking about is think. Yeah, sorry, lag. What I'm talking about is think "Wishing Well" by Juice WRLD. Think on the verses specifically. He has harmonizer or pitch control, whatever you want to call it, different pitch control than just pitch down. It has a little bit of high and a bit of low and all that, and it almost like punches through. So good. And I basically almost gave all my thoughts. So yeah, album overall, good mix of lyrical content actually, because I think a good part of it, he did have some deeper stuff, like talking about losing his job, all that different stuff, and then did have parts of it where he's just talking about girls and all that stuff. But again, so many of the artists I like, that's exactly how most of their album goes. They have a couple deep songs, the rest are just hype songs to hype people up. I think the first part was to hype people up, get them kind of in, and then kind of go a little deeper with the last couple songs, reminiscing and all that good stuff. Couple songs, if he took out the songs with the little bit of weird pitch stuff where we all agreed it was a little too high, and some of the auto-tune stuff a little bit, this would be very good. And I think he'd have probably 6 to probably 7, maybe even 8 solid tracks. So I think there's a couple I would have taken away or rethought a little bit and all of that, and that mainly is with some auto-tune stuff, but primarily with the lower pitched vocals and all of that. But overall, I definitely did enjoy it, and there are some songs I'm going to be coming back to, some I won't. But again, my main not criticism but constructive criticism, my main advice for you is keep doing this vibey, gritty stuff that really fits you, and I think that really sounds good, and even a little bit unique in some ways at some times. And keep doing the pitch down stuff, but find out how to manipulate it in different ways so it, 1, doesn't always sound the same, and 2, does not overshine the other vocal, and it just mixes a little better. And same with content stuff as well, a little bit. But overall, I enjoyed this. Luke, 5 songs and then the full album.
Skyscraper, I loved how he introduced it. Like, he hyped it up all for the feature, man. I loved his part, but I felt like he was really slowly building up for the feature, and then the feature was great, dude. June Jux, man. I don't know who that is, but I'm gonna look him up afterward, dude. The feature was great. I felt like he really lets the feature really take role in that song. And Skyscraper is one of my favorite songs in this album because of what he did. I feel like it was very creative how he led into that. Lyrics, of course, I'm not going to even, lyrics, that's my opinion for the rest of the song. It does get more deep toward the end, though. I do agree with you on that. Yeah, I love Skyscraper. Pirate Starter, I feel like was a little bit more generic. Not too much to think about on there, but it was a pretty good follow-up song. Round Us, I felt like it was pretty cool also. Production was pretty good on there, and vocal production was very good as well. I love the beats on here. The beats are probably my favorite part of this album. I really like how he's found all these beats, or I don't know if he's made them, because I hear his name, but then I hear someone else there as well. And yeah, I really did like the beats on this song, and like the beats on this album. And overall, like the songs, I feel like the songs, what they tend to do, I like how he's done. I like how he kind of spaces out the good songs and the least good songs. He kind of spaces them out. Like he has a really good song, a pretty good song, and it has kind of a weaker song. Not like a terrible song, but a weaker song. And he does the same thing over and over again. He slowly builds, and then he goes down, goes back up again. I really like how he does that. And then Rose, I felt like that was a pretty cool song as well. Not too much, not too different than everything else, but it was still a pretty cool song. Snakes in the Grass felt like I really do agree with you with Hard Liquor Night, Dark Liquor Night. It was pretty similar to that one when it comes to repetition, but I feel like it was a good song to end off the album. But yeah, overall, I would say this album it could have had a lot more potential. I think certain lyric issues I'd say are the main issue here. In the very beginning, some of the I feel like some of the songs could have been a little bit better. Little spaces here and there I feel like could have been fixed. Like the vocals on the first feature, which is Bill Bellamy, I feel like that could have been fixed, and it would have been a way better song. Would have been a 10 out of 10 for me. Vocals would have been fixed on there. But overall, I feel like this is an 8 out of 10 album. And it was the reason why I say 8 out of 10 was because it was really hard to deny that I didn't want to deny, but it's hard to deny for anybody that the rapping was very good. Rapping was very good on this, and overall, it was just a pretty cool album. Lyrics are the one thing I'd say need work, but besides that, pretty good album.
Yeah, and Joseph had to leave. He said he gave this album a 7 out of 10, so 1 under you for beats and flow and all that. And yeah, I mean, just kind of closing, like, definitely, I do like what you came with, Mark. And if you made these beats, like, I think you did. I asked you. He hasn't answered me yet, but that especially, they were fire. But yeah, the collabs are all good. And yeah, pretty happy with this album. Yeah, overall. But what do you guys think? If you do not know Marc Papers, check him out. I'll link all of his stuff in the description. Go ahead and give it a listen. Form your own opinion. Mark, if you're watching this, bro, thank you. You are the first person who has hit us up to review their music, and it's an honor that someone would want us to review their music. I mean, I wouldn't. No, I'm playing. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe for more.
Bro,
make sure to like all their videos. Instagrams, all in the description. I'll see you guys later, and peace out.